I just realized that life is not as deep as we think it is. Life is unfolding, right? As per the decisions and the choices we are making. Life is not deep as we think it is. Um, I'm simply saying this because if I look at my life's trajectory and look at where I am today, I am where I am today because of all the choices I've made and the decisions I've made. And the in choices, if there's a word like that, or indecisions that I have not made. Meaning, my life is where it is because of the days when I decided I'm going to get educated, I'm going to start a family, I'm going to get a job, I'm going to have a different life. I am not going to settle for the bare minimum. I am going to change my life. My life is where it is today because of all those choices that I made. Yeah. And it being, the question being if those choices were good or not good, or if those decisions were good or not good. I think it's a discussion of another day. But in totality, the truth is that all those decisions that I've made, they do add up to the current life that I have today. Yeah. Yeah. Nothing deep. It's just choices I made. Okay? Okay. It's just choices I made and the choices I did not make. Yeah, it's just not a contribution of the choices I made alone, but also the choices or the choice sounds so not serious. Yeah, let me use the word decision. Decisions that I have not made. The decisions that I have not made have allowed me to be where I am today. Similarly, the decisions that I have made, they've contributed to where I am at. And this is the same for you. It's the same for you. It's the same for you, and it's the same for everyone. Okay. Now that we understand the basics, okay? I understand. You know what? On this podcast, I don't like to speak in terms of you, because I'm really not talking to you. I'm talking to myself, because I am daring myself to experience a different life. And the only thing is that I'm doing it in public, right? I am in this arena in public, and I am in no position to give advice to anybody because I am also just learning. And I said, most of what I share here, it's really just reflections, me learning. Yeah. So if I am here where I am at today because of the decisions that I have made, yeah? Be it a decade ago, 3 days ago, few hours ago, then it means I can actually tailor my life. I can curate my life. I can choose the experiences that I want to have in the lifetime that is left. Simple. Yeah, simple. Simple, simple, simple. Nothing complex. Okay. Now that we understand, or I understand that I can change my life by simply deciding. How many times do I decide and do I act? Am I in control? Or not even in control? I don't want to confuse my train of thoughts. How many times do I apply myself for every time I need to make a choice or a decision? How many times do I bring the intention to the choices I make consciously? So, as I said again, I am here because of the choices and the decisions I made in the past. So, if I look at the decisions that have impacted my life positively, these were decisions driven by intent, and some were even driven by the strategy that I have for my life, which speaks to the vision that I have for my life and that God has given me. Okay. Those were the decisions I made. But on a daily basis, how many times do I really look inward and bring in an intention to the decisions that I make? It's very seldom. So if it's very seldom, then it means I am depriving myself from living my life holistically, or playing full out, because I am not deciding. So if life is unfolding based on the decisions, then I can play this game. I am ready to play this game. I always say, for me, if there's a gift that I have and that maybe you have, is our ability to realize. When they say this person or her clicker, I think for me that is a gift that God has given us. When you're able to just put puzzles together and realize that this is how things work, that is enlightenment. Okay? So what I do with this enlightenment is up to me. I can either waste it or I can either turn it into mana. Okay. All right. As I come to the end of this episode, I know for sure life is finite, meaning life has a start date and an end date. Life is like a project, yeah? So by when I come at the end of this project of my life, when I look back one day, I want to make sure that I'll be saying words like, I have lived an amazing life. Yeah? Now, in this amazing life, there is me and my family. Okay? But for me to give a description to this entire lifetime, that it was amazing, I need to make sure that on a daily basis, I am deciding on the things that will contribute to this amazing life. Simple. Simple. And deciding is not even just alone. Enough. I need to go beyond deciding and acting to that decision. Taking action. Okay. Now I want to live an amazing life. What does an amazing life constitute of? Is the choices and the decisions that I'm making on a daily basis. What are these choices? The choices are, I want to be happy. I want to experience love for myself and for others. I want to impact others, contribute meaningfully. So those are all just choices and decisions. Nothing big, nothing deep. Simple. It's sometimes we think life is complex, but it's not complex. It all has to do with how we are deciding to show up, the actions we are deciding to act on. As simple as that. So now is the time. This is Daring to Differ, and I will see you in the next episode.